Hey guys, Stacy here. In case you didn't catch my snatch tutorial, I'm going to go through the basics again about what equipment you need for Olympic weightlifting. And I'm going to start with, hey dogs, no, with the Olympic weightlifting shoes. So these are the shoes that I use. They are Adidas from like 2003 or 2004, and they have a wood heel. They have a heel lift, which helps to put me in a better position mechanically when I squat so I can stay a little bit more upright. And the wood heel is extremely stable, so I love this shoe. I have loved on this shoe a lot. I've had to get this heel redone a couple times. So yes, I love these shoes and I will wear them as long as I can. But you can find any shoes that you want to. They come in a lot of different brands, so just find what works for you and your body. So next I'm going to go through the belt that I use. I use this hook grip belt. It is a buckle belt. You can use a belt that has a buckle or one that's Velcro. It kind of depends on your preference. I have a preference of the buckle because, I don't know, I just like it better. And yeah, this is what I use in, not in snatch. I don't personally use it when I snatch, but I use it when I clean and jerk above about 85%, so I don't rely on it. And I use a different belt, which is a powerlifting belt. It's a little bit thicker for back squats, deadlifts, stuff like that. So this is the belt I use for Olympic weightlifting. Next, I use these Ray-Ban sleeves. They are great. They are 7mm sleeves, and I use them in both snatching and clean and jerk. But for snatching, I don't actually put them on my knees. I put them on my shins because I keep the bar extremely close and I scrape my shins a lot. So in order to prevent that scraping, I use these, which helps push the bar a little bit out and puts me in a better position anyways. So for clean and jerk, I do put them on my knees and I just move them up. I usually don't move them up until I get to heavier percentages, about 85% as well, because I don't want to rely on them. And I do use them when I heavy squat too. So here you go. Next I have my wrist wraps. These are the ones that I use. Olympic weightlifting requires a lot of wrist extension. You want to keep your bones stacked on top of each other because that's the most stable position of the wrist for Olympic weightlifting, which is, I know, a little bit weird for a lot of newbies, but these are the ones that I use because it helps provide the extra stability and it helps protect my wrist because I've had 2 wrist surgeries, so these help out a lot. And they come in so many different brands too. Next, I have some wrist straps, and I don't use wrist straps a lot because my grip doesn't tend to give out on me a lot. But if I ever get a rip on my hand and I feel like I can't grip the bar really well, but I still have to do heavy deadlifts, I use these straps because they come in really handy at that time. Next, I have this Lift RX tape. I use it around my thumbs, specifically when I'm snatching, but also when I'm doing like competitions. It just gives me a little bit more of a traction, so I have a little bit better of a grip when I'm hooking on the bar. So I recommend this to newbies and beginners because you're gonna feel like you're dislocating your thumb like all the time and you're gonna get really like raw thumbs. So this is a really good way to kind of get used to things, and then you can get off of it and stop using it whenever you want. Next, I'm going to talk about my chalk. So I always have chalk in my bag. Not every gym has chalk that I go to, so I like to carry my own because once again, it's all about how strong your grip is and how much traction you can get on that bar, and chalk helps that. And I'm a gymnast, so I always have chalk. Okay, so today I'm going to go through the clean with you guys, and I'm going to just be using a broomstick here. So this is my broomstick. Excuse me, Kilo. Working from home is fun. So for cleans, it really depends on your preference, what kind of hand position you want for cleans. It's not as specific as snatching. So for cleans, what I like to do is obviously go a little bit outside of my shoulders. If you have elbow problems, you want to go more narrow, because if you go wider, then it's going to really force this position and put a lot of stress on this like elbow joint. So I would recommend going a little bit more narrow, but you want to at least go wider than your shoulders and your hips, because you can't go more narrow or you're going to be here and then you can't get your elbows up. So it's going to be based on kind of your mobility, and you got to just figure out like where's the best. So when you catch your clean, you're going to be here and your shoulders are going to be up. So wherever that is better for you. It's kind of weird when you don't have weight on the bar, but this is about where I am. And so this is where I'm going to be for showing you guys. So there's 5 different drills I go through to work on cleans. And so the first one is the same as the first one for snatch, and it's going to be from the hang position, hang high pull. So you're going to be here, your knees are going to be splayed outwards. You're going to have the bar right above the knees. Your shoulders stay over the bars. You pull up slowly. Once you get to the highest point as you can on your thigh, then you shrug up. So you keep your heels down as long as you can, and you go really slowly until you learn that movement. So here, and here, my shoulders over the bar. I'm gonna go nice and slow. Pull up, pull up. Once I can't go anymore, but my knees are still bent, I shrug. So I just have people work on that over and over again until they get it, and then I work on speeding it up. So you're here, and it's important not to pop the bar away from you. You just want to shrug up. So you want to keep the bar close by pulling in with your lats. Okay, so the second position is going to be from a high position. It's going to be a high drop to a power clean position. So you're here, and then you just drop. Once again here. It's weird when you don't have weight, because then you can just jump for days, but when it's heavier, you're going to be dropping more down and jumping under as opposed to jumping up. So here, knees are out, and it's slight. You don't really see it, but I still do here and then that, but when I'm doing the second movement. Okay, for the third movement, you're going to combine the first and the second. So you're here. You start at the knee, you go nice and slow, make sure you keep that bar in contact with those thighs, come up, jump. To the side, here, knees out, nice and slow, keep that bar close, shoulders stay over the bar, like that, and then you'll make it faster, so on and so forth. Okay, for the fourth one, you're going to do the same thing as the third one, but now you're going to drop down into that full, clean squat position. So you're here, from the knee, so hang, come up slow. So you're dropping a little bit lower, you're getting a little bit more used to that full, clean position. Here. Pull that bar in, knees stay out, knees stay bent. And you just work on that until you get that movement pattern down. So the fifth thing, you're going to be working from the mid shin, because once you have weights in the bar, that's probably where you're going to start. So you're here. You want to squeeze those shoulders back. You think about pulling that bar into you. So you want to tighten your shoulder blades, retract your shoulder blades, keep the bar close, engage those lats. So here. Keep the shoulders over the bar, and then everything stays the same. Feel out. Here. And you just work on that. You ingrain that movement pattern. So I have people do thousands of repetitions of each one of these before they feel comfortable moving on to the barbell and then using weight with the barbell. So that's it for the clean. Have fun practicing.